F-22 Raptor, the first and only fifth-generation fighter aircraft flying in the world today. Overwhelmingly effective, defending the skies today and into the future.
You talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say.
Chuck Hagel, Joe Biden, Laura Bush.
Laura Bush.
Newt Gingrich.
Mary Cheney.
Bill Frist. Patrick Leahy.
Arlen Specter. Jane Harman.
Stephen Hadley.
Stephen Hadley.
I can't confirm or deny specific claims in that article.
Well, first, as I understand it, it's not billions, it's trillions.
Could be.
Bell South, Verizon, and AT&T turned over 2 trillion calls. That's 4 trillion numbers.
These are intelligence programs. They have been briefed to appropriate members of the House Intelligence Committee, the Senate Intelligence Committee. These were the committees established by the Congress to deal with these matters.
When Mr. Hadley says that the intelligence committees have been informed, that's only partially so.
I think the administration is breaking the law. This is a lawless White House, out of control with respect to a program like this.
I am one of the people who are briefed.
You've known about this for years.
I've known about the program. I am absolutely convinced that you, your family, our families are safer because of this particular program.
I want us to be safe. I don't think that this administration is doing it the right way. They screwed up with Homeland Security. They screwed up with Katrina.
If you just look at the specifics of what they're doing, it is totally legal. The real problem is the Bush administration refuses to come up front and explain it in advance.
It seems that those who are against this program are losing that war in a way, because I think the public generally supports the White House and the NSA. There doesn't seem to be a lot of public outrage about this.
They were collecting literally billions of American phone records. Do you believe that was legal?
I don't know. I talked to General Hayden about it on Friday. We didn't go into great detail. I withheld my questioning until the hearings this week.
On the broader surveillance.
Broader surveillance. It was General Hayden who insisted on constitutional protections, working within the framework of the law, according to these stories.
So what does that make you think about the vice president?
Well, he's not up before us at a hearing, but we'll I suspect, get into those issues.
And this administration has a pattern of excess, from its attitude toward torture to prisoners, toward treaties, and so there's not a whole lot to trust. Although I like Hayden, but I don't know, man. My inclination is if he stonewalls, I'm not going to be able to. I mean, if he comes up into the appropriate committee, the Intelligence Committee, he does not respond, then it'll make it very, very difficult.
I'm going to have to ask him a lot of questions. I said he's highly competent, certainly far more so than Mr. Goss was. But I want to know under what justification, how does he justify the illegal spying on millions upon millions upon millions of Americans?
I would say that there are a lot of questions which General Hagel has to answer.
The only thing that we can do to secure our borders right now is to give our states help, and that is best done through the National Guard.
That's not the role of our military. That's not the role of our National Guard. Let's approach this in a long-term way where we fix the problem.
The notion of using National Guard to support Border Patrol is not a new one. This is something that's actually already being done.
I think what it's saying is our present immigration policy has failed. We have tried for years to get the administration to beef up our Border Patrol. They haven't done it. Now, if the governors want to call out the National Guard, that's fine.
Can you finesse a compromise between the Senate and the House?
Yes, I am absolutely convinced. Right now, this discussion has matured over the last 4 to 5 months.
Amending the Constitution, this amendment, this piece of legislation, is a bad piece of legislation. It is writing discrimination to the Constitution, and as I say, it is fundamentally wrong.
Yeah, I basically say, Mr. Vice President, right now, marriage is under attack in this country, where state legislatures have passed laws defining marriage between a man and a woman, and that's it. And that is being overturned by a handful of activist judges.
I don't think it should be used as a campaign tool, obviously. But I do think it's something that people in the United States want to debate.
It's an election year stunt. It's sort of like calling us an emergency session on Terry Schiavo.
You running for president?
You know, I'm going to wait and see after I leave. Right now, as you well know, we've got a lot to work on here. So my number one goal is going to be push this Republican agenda forward for the American people, and number two, make sure that we're in the majority next year in the United States Senate.
When you were on the program in 2003, I said, will Newt Gingrich ever seek elective office again? You said, I doubt it very much. Is that comment still operative?
I doubt it.
You
Will drop very much. It seems to me that's a little bit extreme.
You doubt you'll run for president?
I doubt it at this point.
You're not ruling out running?
I'm not ruling out running.
And you were reprimanded by the House and paid a $300,000 fine for not sharing truthful information with the committee looking into some of your activities. Do you believe that would be an impediment to you if you decided to seek higher office?
Well, I'm sure if anything like that ever happens, we'll have all sorts of consultants with all sorts of ways of attacking Newt Gingrich. That'll be one of the 73 items that they'll figure out.
That they have a gay daughter, the fact that they embrace her.
You mouthed an expletive, correct?
That would be a good way to put it, yes.
And your mom and your sister?
My mom and my sister took a slightly higher road. They stuck their tongues out at him.
You talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say.
F-22 Raptor. It is stealthy, lightning fast, supremely agile, highly precise, survivable. Providing unsurpassed capability, this fifth-generation fighter aircraft, the first and only kind flying in the world today, once again providing the air power advantage. F-22 Raptor, overwhelmingly effective, defending the skies today and into the future.